Good morning, friends. Happy Wednesday, July 5th. Crystal here from Find Your Road Home with today's 3-card reading. Please remember the first card is always for you. The second card is always for someone else. That someone else might be a stranger, a friend, or a loved one. And the third card is always something to remember or watch for. It is often an opportunity. So good morning, friends. Happy hump day, or like I like to call it, wacky Wednesday, because you just never know what's going to happen on a Wednesday. I would like to begin by apologizing that there was not a reading yesterday. I just decided to take a holiday. So I hope you can forgive me. And then I would also like to give a shout out to my mom and stepdad Jim. Happy anniversary. It's number 43. Hopefully you get to at least go have a little day trip to a movie or something. I don't know. Okay, so let's get to today's cards. And I need to begin again with another little small apology. Yeah, this first card's my fault. Sorry, my fault. My bad. So, but my suspicion is because I know it is also tied to energy out there in the celestial, then it's probably affecting some of the rest of you too. So I'm sure it's not just me. All right, are you ready? The card for you today, the card for you is no. No, K-N-O-W, that kind of no, as in I know. But guess what? This card is all about our lovely friend Trickster Mind, and the fact that sometimes the soundtrack gets a little jumbled in your head because the connection between between your head and your heart somehow has gotten messed up. It's gotten discombobulated, whether it's cords are plugged into the wrong places, or maybe the connection's been completely cut. I don't know what it is. My suspicion is, for most of you watching, that it's just the cord, like maybe one cord is some little gremlin got in there and moved the plug around. Okay, no big deal. We know how to go in and just rest for a moment, and we can go check our plugs and get them situated. Like figuratively, of course. So, excuse me. No is all about recognizing that sometimes our brain is a big fat liar, and we really know on our heart the truth, okay? It's a green light. We don't have to slow down or stop for this one at all. It's just do it. Just do it. There's a cost. It's a toll. There's a cost if we don't do this. This is an immediate future, and this one is an air. Okay, so it's about the future, and it's, let's see, it could be journaling, it could be learning something new, it could be talking to someone, relationships, friendships, yeah. Those kinds of things can contribute and help you with this one, okay? All right. The truth is, just tap into your heart. You know. You know. You know. I know. You know. We know. We all know. We know. Okay. Ready? All right. The next card, the card for someone else today. Please remember, someone else might be a stranger, friend, a loved one. We want to help others raise their vibration because it helps us raise our vibration, as well as it just raises the whole collective, and most importantly, it is the right thing to do. And that message today, friend, is tree. Woo! I love tree. All right, so I'm going to give you a couple of different ways that this one might apply today. All right, so the main purpose of tree is all about your support system. So trees, in my mind, and I think we've almost proven it scientifically, someone somewhere has to have proven it by now, that trees are connected. That all trees, like there's this life force that connects trees. And so what I want you to think about today for someone else is when they're struggling or whatever it is that they're facing, Ask them who is their support system, because that's what tree is all about. What is your support system? There's those roots that go down in the ground. There's that really strong trunk, and then there's the great branches that enable them to spread their leaves out. So what support system does your friend have, much like a tree in a forest? Okay. The other piece of this card, especially since it's holiday time, and I know there are probably people out there who might have an opportunity to do something like this today. Go outside. Get outside in nature. And if you can go hug a tree, go hug a tree. Go hug a couple trees. Go walk through a forest. Just go walk along. Take your earbuds out. Don't listen to the music. Listen to the wind through the trees. Listen to the trees today. What do the trees have to say to you? They've got all kinds of wisdom. All kinds of wisdom. We just have to listen. Okay? All right, this is a yellow yield, and this is a dirt road. Okay, so we're going to slow down for a little bit. Think about who the support system is. That's how we're going to help our friends today too. And again, if all else fails, we're going to just get outside. Okay, get outside, be by a tree. It is a dirt road because life is a journey. It is about future as well as past, and another air. Maybe you should go outside with a friend and take a hike. Yeah, that would be great. Wouldn't that be a really good support thing for your friend who's not feeling supported? Is if you both just went outside and took a little walk and just enjoyed some of that nature and that, oxygen. Okay. And all the other elements out there in the air. We just think about oxygen, but there's a lot more. All right. Are you ready for the Remember Watch for today? This is another good one, and I'm pretty sure this one is also my fault. Just saying. And I don't mean fault as in I've done something wrong and shame on me. I mean fault as in like I thought I didn't do whatever this was, and I'm being reminded that I need to do it because it's impacting me right now. We do things all the time. It's just that sometimes those things don't impact us. Other times they impact us. And today there's an impact. So the message to remember or watch for, you're like, just shut up, Crystal, and give us the card, is here. And here is that message from God Universe. It's a multi-layered message. It's either we're not feeling heard. There's that Mercury again, by the way. Either we're not feeling heard or we aren't listening to other people. Okay? So either we don't feel heard or we aren't listening to other people, and we need to make sure that we hear them. If we expect for people to hear us, then we need to make sure that we're hearing them. Now, here's also the thing. Like, here's where it gets a little sticky. Just because you're hearing them doesn't mean they're going to hear you. That sucks. That is like the worst thing ever. But you know what? They might not be ready to hear yet, and it's okay. But you just have to make sure that you're working on you, and are you hearing everyone? And are you hearing their words clearly? Are you inferring things that you shouldn't infer? Because if you're not sure, ask. Don't infer. Okay? We're no longer in literature class. We did all this work as a kid learning how to infer things from what we read, and now we infer for everything instead of just point blank asking. Just ask. It's okay to just directly ask a person a question. Now, don't ask them in an asshole way. Ask them nicely, but ask. Just ask for clarification. That's all. Like, seriously. And then if you're not feeling like you're being heard, then stop and think, am I listening to other people? Because why in the world would they listen to me if I don't listen to them? It starts with me. Okay? So it's all about listening, hearing, Okay, this one is a yellow yield, and it is a blue waterway. So we're going to slow down a little bit, stop inferring or assuming, ask you, me, and we are going to go with the flow. We're going to go with the flow. Can you ask questions when you go with the flow? Oh, of course you can. You can ask questions as you go with the flow. It takes practice. It's not easy because you have to ask them without tones of judgment, and that's not easy. All right, this one is a past. All right. That usually means to me that we need to reflect, which is also what a yellow yield means. This one is also an earth, more reflection and analysis of our situations and how we handle things before. Ooh, I didn't expect this to all of a sudden turn into this big life lesson of have I been listening? Or how do I listen? Or how do I hear? But I feel like that's all of a sudden what it's saying is to reflect back. Is this how we've always done it? Because maybe this is an opportunity to try to listen a different way and just go with the flow. All right, I'm going to try to listen to that one. Yeah, that one, I'm sorry, that one partially came up because of me. I'm hearing and listening and that darn Mercury, and yeah, that is definitely one of my life lessons. So it likes to come up on every once in a while, and I guess I must be feeling a little bit of self-doubt, so it's coming up again. That tends to be when it comes up the most. So what are you going through today, friends? It's that wacky Wednesday, so you've got to get that right energy out there and tap back into your heart. Just tap back into your heart, friend. All right, a little meditation, a little journaling, maybe put on some of your favorite music. Go do something that you've always loved to do. Maybe if it was coloring, maybe you go color, maybe you go roller skate, maybe you just don't do anything unhealthy. Like, don't just go eat food. Like, no, that's not the right way to embrace your childlike feelings. Not the food part of it, just the fun and the joy parts of it. Okay. All right. Okay. So it is that wacky Wednesday. We are going to go out there with kindness. I have no idea what July is the month of, but we're going to remember mental health awareness, and we're still going to remember our pride friends because we are working on being good humans. That's what we're working on. All right. So again, go out there with kindness, be nice to other people. We don't know what others are going through. We only know what we're going through, and we're going to work on not assuming and inferring and just asking people point blank. And if they choose to share with us the truth, then that's great. And if they choose to hide it, then that means that it's no worry of yours and just let it go. And if they share it with you, don't take it on. Just go, okay. Don't infer any feeling on it. Just listen and then let it go. All right. I think that's enough message. Okay. Love you, friends. Mwah. And I will see you tomorrow. Promise. It's a work day. Bye.